Thank you for this introduction. As a rector of the University of Las Palmas, I am proud to welcome you at this International Congress in the Conservation of Seashores and Related Species. I will give the floor to the different members of this panel. First, I would like to ask Martin Böye, the Marine Director of the Loro Parque Foundation, to give us a short speech.
Thank you very much. You can hear me? Yeah, okay. It's an honor and it's a privilege and a pleasure to be here today. I will be quite short to say that Foundation Loro Parque Fundación, is very proud to help this symposium to be something real. And we have to acknowledge the huge amount of work made by the people from Poema del Mar to have you all here as a specialist in a very important topic. Fundación Loro Parque is invested in the protection of wildlife in many different places in the world. We are very active, as you have heard, on parrots, but also through the years more and more invest in the protection of oceans and seas. My specialty is not at all yours. I'm specialized in marine mammals, so everything else is for me food or toys for dolphins. But what I've learned from my colleague Angelo is that every piece of this ocean is worth fighting for. Humans' activities are destroying a lot of things and impinging the animals to thrive as they should do. So it's our duty to be very active and invest all what we can. Not only money, but also knowledge, passion, in protecting them. So I'm so happy to be here because I think I will learn a lot and I won't see these wonderful creatures as toys any longer after these 2 days. Very welcome here, and I pass the mic to Angelo.
Ángel Curros is the Director of Biology at Poema del Mar Aquarium. You have the floor, Ángel.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Poema del Mar and to the island of Gran Canaria. We are very happy to have that many scientific and professional in the designated world here today. And one of the aim of the conferences is to put different perspective together in a multidisciplinary team that we can work together. I think it's very important that not only scientific people that work in zoos or in aquarium, also in universities, but also in conservation in the field or the city science that we are taking a lot of data from them. As animal care director here in the aquarium, a lot of people ask me for the role of the modern aquariums in conservation, and we work in 3 main pillars. We are like these Noah's Arks with a lot of keeping a lot of genetic of this population, maintain safe population and breeding programs. We are pioneer in reproduction in a lot of species, and we can share that knowledge with the community. As well, we can work as a rescue center, hospital, or rehabilitation centers, and this is another help to the nature that can be done in zoos and aquarium. But the third thing, and very important, is that we are the bridge between the people and the ocean. When a kid or children see face-to-face a seahorse or another animal, get impacted. And I remember when I was a child in the zoo getting impacted by an animal, and this is the power of our passion sometimes. So nowadays that the nature is very far away from us, we need to have nature more closer, and zoos and aquariums have this role. And it's very important. Not everyone can go to see a seahorse in the wild, and we can see them here. So I will not speak more. Thank you very much to be here. And if we need something in these 2 days from the aquarium or around, I'm your guide. Thank you very much.
Now I give the floor to José Juan Castro, which is professor of zoology at our university. He's also the director of the Department of Biology and member of the Marine Biodiversity Group at EcoAqua.
Thank you. First of all, sorry very much for my English. I am a little bit nervous, so it will be worse. Of course, I need to change my glasses first and my small speech for you. Distinguished Rector of the University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, Director of the Loro Parque Foundation, Director of the Aquarium Poema del Mar, dear friends and colleagues, welcome to Gran Canaria, welcome to the city of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, welcome to the University of Las Palmas and the Aquarium of Poema del Mar. And also welcome to the Syngco meeting here at the Poema del Mar Aquarium, an exceptional place to talk about seahorses, pipefish, and other related species. Thank you so much for responding to our invitation so positively, which I'm sure will not disappoint it, as your scientific expertise is already guaranteed of success. In this conference room of the Aquarium, researchers, conservationists, and professionals gather, joined by the shared commitment to understanding and protecting this extraordinary and emblematic fish species designated. This species captivated the public imagination, but behind their iconic appearance lies a much more fragile reality. As previously mentioned, many species face increasing pressure from habitat degradation, coastal development, bycatch, and international trade. Despite their visibility as symbol of marine conservation, significant gaps remain in our knowledge of the dynamic connectivity, reproductive ecology, and long-term resilience of their population to climatic change. This paradox, high public recognition but limited scientific certainty, underscores the importance of our meeting. Relevant data on abundance, distribution, and genetic structure remains scarce in many regions, limiting the effectiveness of management and policy decisions. And this is the Syngco objective, to fill this knowledge gap as much as possible, a goal shared with the Eurosyn project, the proposal that joint must have here. But promoting integrated and transborder researching is not simply an academic exercise, it's a necessary step toward evidence-based conservation by combining ecological monitoring, genomic modeling, and stakeholder engagement. We can begin to close critical knowledge gaps and strengthen the scientific base needed to safeguard seahorse population across Europe and beyond. This conference, funded by the Loro Parque Foundation through the Poema del Mar Aquarium, organized by the University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, is a valuable opportunity to move closer to that goal. Over these 2 days, I encourage you to share data openly, constructively challenge assumptions, and forget collaboration that extend far beyond this meeting. Seahorses may be small, but the scientific and conservation challenges they present are great. I hope this conference will help reduce our lack of knowledge and be a step toward motivating coordinated action for the long-term survival. Thank you all, and may the wind be in our favor. Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias, José. You have a very good English. I don't know what you care about. Well, the distinguished academic and scientific authorities, institutional representatives, members of the International Union for Conservation of Nature, esteemed below researchers, students committed to the conservation of our oceans, it's a great pleasure, a great honor for me to inaugurate this International Congress of Conservation of Seashores and Related Species, Syngco, that represents a milestone in the consolidation of an international scientific community dedicated to the study and protection of cygnathids I pronounced this word for the first time in my life yesterday when I was preparing this conference. A group of organisms of extraordinary biology, relevance, and growing strategic importance for marine conservation. Cygnatids, including seahorses, pipefishes, and sea dragons, comprise nearly 300 species worldwide. 18 of them are found in European waters. Beyond their remarkable morphology and their emblematic system of male pregnancy, these species have been key models for understanding complex evolutionary processes such as sexual selection, differential parental investment, and the evolution of reproductive systems. However, our gathering today is not driven solely by academic interest. We are confronted by a concerning reality. 55% of European cygnatid species are currently classified as data deficient, and the population status of 83% remains unknown. This lack of information significantly limits our ability to design evidence-based policies and to prioritize effective conservation actions. The threats they face are multiple and synergistic. The degradation of essential habitats such as seagrass meadows, pollution, non-selecting fishing, illegal trade, and increasingly the impact of climate change, which alter not only the distribution but also fundamental ecoevolution processes. This is, I really was surprised that when I was in China visiting a market in Beijing, which I found many of these seahorses with just ready to eat in different places. It was something shocking for me at that time. In this context, the Eurosync project, involving 10 scientific institutions from 7 European countries, positions the University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria as a relevant actor in marine research in a continental scale. From ULPGC, we actively contribute to generating high-level scientific knowledge with a firm commitment to ensuring that this knowledge translates into real tools for the management and conservation of marine biodiversity. In particular, in the Faculty of Marine Science and also in the EcoAqua Institute, they have become a national and international reference in marine research, developing cutting-edge lines of work in biodiversity, marine ecology, climate change, oceanography, and conservation, with a strong interdisciplinary approach and clear international projection. Eurosyncs integrate standardized surveys, historical reconstruction of distribution, climate scenario modeling, genomic analysis, and assessments of marine protected areas. This Congress is presently a space for synthesis and scientific dialogue, allowing us to share results, compare approaches, and strengthen international networks of collaborations. Cygnatids are also flagship species with a great capacity to connect science and society. They offer a unique opportunity to promote public awareness and ocean literacy, always within solid regulatory frameworks that ensure the long-term protection. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Loro Parque Foundation and Poema de Mar for its strong support of research, biodiversity conservation, and scientific outreach. Its involvement and initiatives such as this clearly demonstrate the value of collaboration between academic institutions, foundations, and civil society in advancing the effective protection of marine ecosystems. I conclude by expressing my hope that this meeting will strengthen existing scientific alliance, foster new interdisciplinary collaborations, and contribute to position both Europe and our university at the forefront, and your universities too, of course, at the forefront of evidence-based marine conservation, grounded in knowledge, responsibility, and commitment to the future of our oceans. Thank you very much. And also, a part of this, I would like to invite you to visit Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, downtown. The old downtown is beautiful, Barrio de Vegeta. And the island itself is like a small continent. We have mountains of about 2,000 meters and a landscape which is really impressive. On the other hand, you have also a wonderful gastronomy, wonderful wines, locally ground, produced, and wonderful cheeses. If you like cheeses, this is a paradise for cheese lovers. So I wish you a very successful Congress, but also I wish you have time to visit the island and its wonderful gastronomy and the wonderful people. So, very welcome.
Thank you.